Hi everyone, thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. Today I want to talk about March intentions or March goals. Right now it's March 2nd and on March 1st it happened to be Monday and the very first day of the month, so I made some goals. There were two ways I made goals, and one is using this planner I did in an analog way. It helps me to think about what I want to do because I can fill out what's happening in March calendar first, and based on that, how I want to prepare or what I want to do around that day. So based on the calendar, I had International Women's Day, which is March 8th, and I am going to give a webinar for this European reinsurance company in China about gender bias. So I really want to spend March, the whole month. I mean, for preparation, of course, but even to further my understanding of gender bias or just any kind of unconscious bias, I thought, I would start learning more about it. And in that webinar, I'm going to introduce two books I wanted to read deeper. So one is called Invisible Woman and next one is Inclusion Nudges. So I will read them in detail. I've watched TED Talks of the author, or I've listened to the books on Blinkist to get the overall message of the book, but I want to get them and read them. One I'm gonna get in an Audible, but the other one I'm gonna get I think it's not, Inclusion Nudges are not available on Audible, so I'm gonna get Kindle version and actually read it. And around that event, I'm supposed to wear purple, so I tried to get purple flower in my bag and some purple outfit. So that's something I look forward to. And the second goal is my son's school will start in-person instruction. So I want to make sure that I can do the drop off and pick up, and also increase more quality time with him because he will be in school for 2 days, and other days he's gonna be with us, still online. And Monday will be more or less kind of free day for him. So I'm thinking about increasing quality time with him. And another big theme of March for me is digital minimalism. I started reading or listening to a book called Digital Minimalism, and I already started getting rid of my messaging apps from my phone, unless it's work related, but not at least. All these messaging apps used to be the front screen, on top of the list, but I try to just move these to the, I have to swipe it, and then the second screen I can reach it. So trying to kind of make it hard for me to get to the message app unless it's really necessary. So I try to get rid of the notifications. And another thing is emailing apps too. Like emailing, I try to do it at my desk, not on my smartphone. And so the function of my phone is more like recording my days, taking pictures or recording videos so that I can output what I'm doing, either for myself or for social media, because that's something I enjoy, like recording, like day log or life log or whatever. So the first screen has all the apps that I can record and upload. So it's more like output based, not so much of input. So Instagram and camera, and then calendar app to check my schedule, and mostly health app like running app or iPhone health, things like that. So the first screen I try to focus on health and recording and outputting. And then the second, swipe it, and the second screen, just social media or messaging app if it's absolutely necessary. But I try to avoid just scrolling or just chatting just because, I try to be more intentional about my digital device usage. So that's my third goal. And so that's how I have all the to-dos and not to-dos on the list too, but those are based on the calendar events, except for the digital minimalism. But then another way I made my March goals is to make a collage, something like vision board for March. It was one of the missions from Artist's Way for Parents online group in Korea. And one day we were asked to make a collage, and that was the end of February. So I thought, okay, so let's make a collage about what you want to do in March. So I made it myself too, and I picked 8 pictures. One was about meditation. I want to keep doing my meditation. Nowadays I do meditation twice a day, and I like it. It's shorter, usually 5 minutes in the morning and before I go to bed. But I feel it's better than 10-minute meditation only once a day. And the second picture I chose is digital minimalism, so blacked out iPhone. I try to use less digital input and more analog output. And the third picture I picked was plants, because in my office I want to grow more plants. I want to increase greens. In our house we don't have any greens, and I miss having greens like in my Korean small apartment. So I want to get, at least in my office, some plants. So that's my March goal. And the fourth picture I picked, park picture. There are a lot of beautiful, nice, family-friendly parks around this area, and when I Googled national parks, I found many national parks, within 30-minute drive or even more if I go for 1-hour drive. So for me or for Ken or as a family, COVID is still around, so I want to maximize going out to the nature and having fun. And it's getting warmer in March, of course still cold, but still better than January or February. So I want to explore many different parks. And fifth picture was walking. I've been doing 10,000 step walk, 7K walk every day, and on weekends if possible 10 or 50. And I really enjoyed walking along the Potomac River or walking in different trails. The Mount Vernon Trail is amazing, and I want to go to different trails, so I look forward to exploring more. And the sixth picture, I picked this notebook and pen picture. That means I want to, like I said, increase the output in analog way. So I am doing a gratitude journal, and I am writing morning pages, but I want to just keep doing these writing exercises output. And 7th, I put a picture of paper book. I do Audible, Blinkist, and so usually I listen. And then I used to read Kindle a lot, but nowadays my eyes, I'm getting old, so it's so difficult to see smaller fonts. So I'm kind of staying away from reading on iPhone. So again, I want more analog, less digital input, so that means I want to increase analog input. So I try to read more paper book. So that's 7th. And the last one, I put flowers, since the spring's coming, and I don't know, the image that I had in the picture are tulips, and I want tulips. So I try to get back to the habit of buying fresh flowers regularly, so I can put it in my background. So those are the things that I did based on the goals that I made based on my calendar and just making vision boards. So if you're interested, please try to set some goals or intentions for March. And what are your March intentions? What are your March goals? I look forward to hearing from you. Thank you for coming to my YouTube channel. See you next time.